My man Jon yelled at her. I thought it was over for him right there when he was like, "Have you seen it out there? Women and children burned."
He did too. He put it on.
I felt like that Jon Snow joint was a little high right there. I kind of got that one out. Let me know.
You sound pretty good, dog.
I kind of felt it as it was coming out. I'm like, damn, this shit kind of sound good. What's good, everybody? It's your boy SaluteThaGeneral here with the homie Joe.
Real Hills.
Ray, give our review for the season finale of Game of Thrones, season 8, episode 6, the Iron Throne. Overall, thought it was dope. Like
Good
I
episode.
thought about all of them. You know what I mean?
Good
Pretty
finale.
much.
Pretty good,
Minor
pretty
complications, minor things I could bitch and complain about, but nothing that's gonna push me over the edge.
So,
But anyway, the episode starts with it shows Tyrion walking through King's Landing after Dany done blew everything the fuck up.
dust and fire.
Shit was definitely crazy, showing all the carnage, all the dead kids burnt up. They made sure to show that a few times.
The guy
Circle
walked by
back.
with his back blown out.
Hell yeah.
Circle back.
My man walked out. This shit was all messed up.
Oh,
It was
messed
crazy,
up.
man. They
Hell
gave you
yeah.
that gloomy, that moody start that's made you hate Dany
Even more.
Yeah, man. Than you did it after the last one, but yeah, that shit was crazy.
Yeah, that shit was definitely interesting to see, I guess from that perspective of seeing all the, dead bodies and all that shit, trying to,
Innocent.
like you said, bring your anger out of you for Dany, because
Uh-huh.
I guess they knew what they was about to do,
Of course.
so they wanted to, make
course.
that shit go in. But then it cuts to
So-
the Grey Worm got a bunch of Lannisters on their damn knees down there, and Jon's walking up, and he's like, "Hey, dog, the battle's over. We good." They have their little standoff.
Who you think would have won?
Man, Jon would have smoked that nigga, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I say. Like,
Yeah.
damn, bitch.
This nigga going crazy.
Word, but yeah.
Listen, man. I don't know, man. Grey Worm would have gave him work, man.
Man, you crazy, son.
I'm sick.
Yo,
man.
Hey, who y'all think would have won? Grey Worm or Jon, man?
put it in the
Be
comment
real.
section, man.
Be real.
Let's hear it.
Who you think would have won?
I
Who you-
think Jon, man.
Yeah, definitely. First off, he got Valyrian steel. He gonna break fucking Grey Worm little ass spear, nigga.
Grey Worm got no balls, man. You ultimately gonna lose, nigga. Get no balls.
I mean, it would have been a dope
Lost,
fight, but I think if Jon didn't beat him, you know what I mean, just off the strength,
some
some
spirit
fruit
his
would have.
ass. He like he did that last dude in
Some
King's
fruit.
Landing. Jon would have been done.
Yeah, but he didn't throw it at the dude who was running at him. He threw it at his back. My man, his back turned to him.
I mean,
like,
look. Regardless, dog. If you was that far and he threw that spear at you and you was looking at him, it wasn't shit you was doing. Did you see how
True.
fast that bitch got him? You
True
try to
story.
dodge that shit if you want.
But yeah, they get to arguing about, Jon's trying to be like, hey, they've surrendered, it's over. And then he like, I don't listen to you, I listen to my queen.
Yeah,
And he was like, what's your queen's orders and shit? And then he was like, kill everybody that supports Cersei Lannister.
Mm-hmm.
Like in a way I feel him,
And
like
then
fuck
asking
them, you know what I mean?
questions.
I don't fuck with the Lannisters, so I was cool with him killing them. But I could see where Jon's coming from, like, dog, they have surrendered, it's over, there's no reason
Well, that
to
was the
kill
whole
them.
point of that shot right there. It wasn't fuck them too. I don't give a fuck about the Lannisters either. But at the end of the day, it was the fact that you got orders, like you got recent orders to do what? Oh yeah, from who?
Yeah.
Really? After she done burnt everybody up and killed everybody already? And she's I didn't know that. So it was taking us there, like, okay, and that's when Jon released her.
Yeah, that's
So
when
he
Jon was like,
released
fuck it,
him.
alright.
I'm gonna
Cool.
go see her, but I thought they was gonna square off or something was
It
gonna
would have
happen
been
right there.
it would have been dope for them to square off, but it would have been kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Then it shows Tyrion walking into, I guess, whatever the dungeons are, or whatever that shit is down there at the bottom of the
To go find
yeah, and
Jaime
he finds Cersei and Jaime
Mm-hmm.
buried under the rocks. That was a sad ass scene.
That was
Like
a
just
sad
because
scene.
watching him how crushed he was,
Yeah,
you
he
know
was
what I
sad,
mean?
man.
Like That shit was terrible.
They ain't make it out.
I mean, I didn't feel bad for Cersei. Yeah. I wish they would have showed her with like half of her head. You know what I mean? Like just a big ass boulder on top of that joint squished out. You know what I mean? Like
still been bleeding.
Word, or you couldn't see her face at all. You could just see her body and a big ass rock over where her face was. You know what I'm saying? Like
that would have finished crushed. Right.
That would have been dope. At least I'd have got some satisfaction out of it. But they made it look all nice and pretty.
They just laying there.
Oh,
barely any blood.
Yeah, like
boulders all over them.
He got all upset.
They got off easy, but yeah, Tyrion was definitely crushed. So I was more crushed for him. If y'all been paying attention, I ain't never been the biggest Jaime fan anyway.
Or Tyrion fan.
No, I've been. Nigga, Tyrion is in my top three people I wanted to live.
You know what I mean? Tyrion's definitely a fan. I'm just talking about like a Tyrion hater. You always thought he was up to no good.
I thought he was up to no good, yeah. That don't mean I didn't like him.
Well, you know, when people up to no good, who gives a fuck? Well, Cersei, like, you want to be the way you is, then all right, fuck you then.
But yeah, that shit was definitely a okay scene, I guess. I just didn't, like I said, didn't like the dude. They was too pretty to me. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, but I guess they wanted, the focus was supposed to be Tyrion and how crushed he was. So,
all right, whatever.
I get it. And then, cuts to Jon walking up them big ass stairs next to that big ass Targaryen flag hanging, and somehow Grey Worm already beat him up there.
Oh yeah. That's when Dany flew over, right?
Yeah, and that's when Dany comes flying in, and they have either one of. It's definitely up there for the hardest shots they've had. Where when she gets off Drogon and she's walking, and then he's like behind her, and the wings come up, and you can't see him, and it looks like she got the
she got the wings.
Yeah.
Devil wings on her or something. That was a dope ass shot. You know what I mean? That shit was definitely hard.
Yeah, they did good on that one.
But yeah, they show that, and then she proceeds to go give her Hitler speech, where she's up there talking about we gonna liberate everybody, all the fucking Lannisters, Winterfell, everything. Anybody that don't bend the knee, I'm killing all they kids. I'm doing everything. You know, we about to take over. We ain't just gonna liberate the continent. We gonna liberate the world. Yeah, like she even said, I think I seen that she said she watched Hitler speeches to prepare to do that speech. You know what I mean? Like that's what it was supposed to symbolize. Like I didn't even like pick that up until I seen somebody say it in the comment section. And I remember seeing those fucking, you know, when we was in school, the history shit with Hitler giving them damn speeches, and now the way he was standing up there, like, yeah. She was definitely alright. Yeah. She killed the shit. Jon didn't know what the fuck she was talking about. he was still on some shit when he was talking to Tyrion later, and he was like, she's done fighting now. My man was like, did you hear her talking? Did she sound like somebody who was done fighting? Like
done killing?
Yeah.
No, it ain't over yet.
But yeah, that speech was crazy. She, like I said they was about to take over the world on some Pinky in the Brain shit.
Crazy.
And then yeah, Tyrion walks up and throws his hand down the stairs.
Yeah,
that shit was dope.
Yeah.
But you would think if she had been as crazy as she was, she probably would have killed that nigga right then and there. You know what I mean? That's what I thought was going to happen. As soon as he threw them shits down the stairs, I thought she was going to be like, Dracarys. But nah,
then the show wouldn't have went on.
Then she decided to lock his ass up.
Yeah, I definitely thought she was going to kill him. Or, you know, but...
I definitely thought she was gonna kill him. Like I thought he
wasn't the dragon sitting on the wall.
Yeah, the dragon Drogon was sitting right over there to her left. Yeah, that shit. I don't know. Like I said, I thought she would have killed him.
She might be trying to torture him now. You know.
Maybe that was her plan. I don't know. But
maybe. Then we get
the scene I was just talking about where Jon goes to go visit Tyrion in his little holding cell, whatever that is. And this is where Tyrion starts trying to convince him that he got to do what he got to do to get Dany up out of there because
Tyrion did it again.
He's been on the death chamber seat so many times, and he gets bailed out. Him and Jon Snow, both of them, Captain get bailed out. Like,
I don't know. He beat all his court cases.
All them bitches.
No probation before judgment. None of that.
None of that shit. Like, no straight innocent.
2 years. No, innocent. He get up out of here somehow.
Hell yeah.
Nah, he do it, man.
But yeah, that was a interesting scene to see how naive Jon Ass is still being. After you done seen her burn this whole fucking city down, like, why are you being so, like, why do you believe that she's as good as you think she is? Like, she's flipped.
He's being soft. He didn't want to be the king. He's sucker. He don't want.
Word. He ain't want that responsibility or something.
He ain't want none of it.
But, and then after that, it goes,
to meet up with her, right?
Yeah, Jon ends up going to go meet up with her. Mm-hmm. But first they got that little scene where he's walking up and Drogon comes up out the ashes and shit or whatever the fuck he was under. It looked like snow, but I think it was ashes.
Yeah.
Like
checked him out.
Yeah, that shit.
Yo,
you alright? Like, why you coming to see her? You know what I mean? But I don't think he would have let nobody else up in there.
I mean, I don't know, man. There's a lot of things that Dragon you don't know. Because at the end of the day, that could have been
about to have a Drogon.
Hey, don't go up there and do this. And now, he's
Drogon.
Yeah, I'm skipping
that. No, you good.
The spin-off.
And then we have Jon and Dany's conversation, and she's looking as crazy as she can fucking look.
Right.
Like, all happy. My man Jon yelled at her. I thought it was over for him right there when he was like, have you seen it out there? Women and children burn!
He did too. He put it on.
I felt like that Jon Snow joint was a little high right there. I kind of got that one out. Let me know.
You sound pretty good, dog.
I kind of felt it as it was coming out. I'm like, damn, this shit kind of sound good. But, yeah. I thought she was going to fucking kill his ass right then and there. You know what I mean? Like, because he definitely based on her like shit. And she was still on her crazy shit. And she's like, oh, it's good. Now we can be, we can marry and da-da-da-da and all this other shit. Like, she was just like, I don't know. She was just off. Like, you could tell she definitely snapped or something. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But that's when Jon, he's like, all right, you're my queen now and always. And they get to kissing and... Before the watches.
I thought she got him for real. I thought he was, at the end of the day about to.
That's what I thought for a split second. Again, you know what I mean?
All right, you my queen, baby. All right, let's go.
I thought she pulled it out on him. You know what I mean? I thought he was like.
We was being all comical about the shit. We hit he was missing, so we had to hit his. Then we was watching and this shit happened. Stabbed the fuck out of her, but at the time. I ain't know who got stabbed at first. I was like, damn, this
see, like, as soon as I heard the stab noise, I knew it was him stabbing her. Because she doesn't walk around with knives on her. She ain't never had.
But look, the Game of Thrones don't give you what you think is going to happen.
Yeah, it could have been Grey Worm with a spear in his back or something.
Exactly. I ain't know who got cut yet. I thought maybe Arya was in there, for a second. Like, maybe she got in there. Or maybe it was her that walked up that was Jon Snow. So I was like just waiting for it, but... Of course, we didn't think that was going to happen for real, but it happened for real.
Word. And it happened at a crazy-ass time in the episode.
Hell yeah.
This was like Joffrey's death, where, like, you wasn't expecting, like, I felt like she was going to die, but I thought it would be, like, that would be the end of the episode, kind of, almost. You know what I mean? Like, she would die, but they killed her with, like, 30 minutes left in the episode. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
After story.
So, that shit was definitely crazy, and as soon as Jon stabbed her, he gets to crying. You can tell he didn't want to do it. He didn't take no pleasure in doing it. Of course. You know what I mean? He really did love her. But he loved her. I just think he couldn't get past the auntie thing. Not from his perspective, I don't think. I think he couldn't get past what people would think about him for fucking his auntie. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it was him like, he's like, hey, shit, I done got it already. It's good. Right. I'm trying to stay up in there, but I know them people up north is gonna look at me fucking crazy. That, you know what I mean, and all that other shit.
I'm still a Stark. I get it.
Yeah, like that's what I feel like his issue was with that whole situation. But yeah, he was emotional about it, and then we get Drogon. I guess he sensed that she died, like there's some kind of connection or something.
That's what I was saying. They tricked us into thinking Snow was gonna die right then and there, because when.
Soon as they stabbed,
when he walked into the building, He came up out that dust and checked him. Said, yo, just watch
know. I know you here, bro.
That wasn't friendly. Did you see that look he had on his face? He didn't do none of that. You know, nothing nice. And then I just knew Jon Snow should have kicked it. Get out of there, dog. Yo, you don't know what you just did?
Because it was like as soon as he stabbed it, you heard Drogon in the background, like, move. Like he took off or something. You know what I mean? Like whatever noise he usually fucking makes.
Yeah, that shit was crazy. And Jon,
that shot was dope though, with him holding her, crying, and Drogon like slowly creeping up, looking like a fucking tiger or something.
Like he was ready to bite Jon.
Like just pounce on his ass. And then Jon, I guess, he lays her down and steps away. And Drogon comes and does the Simba and Mufasa scene. Where he's like, get up, mommy. Like, get up there, we gotta go. You know what I mean? Like, that shit reminded me so much of that scene. I don't know why. Like, as soon as he started nudging her, I'm like, nigga, that's fucking Simba, son.
Yeah, you start remembering Simba. He definitely was gonna cry.
Word. That's the saddest shit ever.
We was a kid when that shit came
out.
And
the new one's coming out.
I can't take
taking the kids.
I ain't taking my kids. Daddy gotta die in that. You gotta nudge me with your nose and shit. Nah. You ain't gotta worry about thinking nothing.
Fuck that, man. We ain't on no line right now. Niggas just got sidetracked.
I told you start talking about lying. Shit get emotional. Fucked us up when we was a kid. Listen,
word.
You thought about it in the Game of Thrones.
But yeah.
Go ahead.
Drogon, then he like stands up and does a big ass scream, and then he looks at Jon, squares him up, and he starts making the fire, and you're like, all right, is this where they're gonna show us that Jon doesn't burn because he's a Targaryen? That's what everybody was thinking. Like, he about to burn him and he ain't gonna burn, and then Drogon's gonna be like, oh shit, all right, you that dude, we rocking together, you know what I mean? But he said, nah. He just burnt the fucking chair. I don't know. It was a dope shot, but that's one of those things that doesn't make any sense to me at all. Like, why would he burn up the damn throne? You know what I mean?
Because
like,
maybe he's smart enough and that's what killed his mother. That's the greed.
I mean, I guess that's what it could be. But
that's my take on it. That's something I could see. Like you said, why the hell would you burn it up? And like you said, he sensed his mother's death, obviously, flew up that joint, didn't cook him, cooked the chair.
But like I said, during the damn reaction, he might not have known that Jon was the one that stabbed her.
Right, it could have went that way.
It could have been somebody else.
That's what I'm saying. It's a lot of unknowns.
But I just don't like I said, it was a dope ass shot. The chair melting into the lava and shit. That shit was hard as shit.
He burnt it because it was symbolizing that was the death of his mother, not Jon Snow.
Yeah,
not Jon Snow.
Burnt. And then he goes ahead and picks up Dany and flies away. Mm-hmm. Like I know during the reaction, I think it was all happy and yeah, fuck Dany, you know what I mean? But I understand why it's sad, you know what I mean? It's still sad to see how she let the power and all that shit corrupt her, along the way, you know what I mean? Like, she always had good intentions, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I've never been like a politics, fuck man. Dany, you know what I mean? Like, I just always knew she had some shady shit to her, and I could see that it would be coming to this down the line, like... Mm-hmm. I kind of always knew she was going to go fucking mad queen. You know what I mean? Yeah. They've been showing you too much of her enjoying. Like, granted, she had to do all the shit she did with killing the people in Marine and all that other shit. But they would always show her, and it would have like that, kind of like that smirk that Sansa had when she killed Ramsay with the dogs and she was walking away and she kind of smirked. It always seemed like they would show Dany like that to where she was kind of enjoying torturing or, burning motherfuckers alive a little more than she should be enjoying it.
You see the glow in her eyes.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, this is a little fun, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I hope some more niggas fuck up so I can burn some more people. You know what I mean? That's the shit I got. But, yeah, and then it has from that scene where, Drogon leaves, it has kind of a weird cut to where it cuts the fucking Tyrion and Grey Worm's coming to pick him up. And it's like he's taking them to go to that trial or whatever that was with everybody. But it had I guess it was a 3-week cut in between there, you know what I mean? But they didn't really it was weird because it seemed like as soon as it happened, then it seemed like he grabbed him. And it was like, yo, you going to go take him to go see Daenerys? She's dead, you know what I mean? But it was really 3 weeks later.
Travelers. Of course.
I guess you were supposed to pick it up by his beard. I guess because his beard had ruffled up or something. But I don't know. Whatever.
Had to be.
But
that was
yeah.
Those are the complicated parts in the movie because it's like, you know, what really happened. I would have seen the whole joint rebel, like, you know.
Yeah, like I don't know how, like Jon got locked up, like he just stayed there.
Grey Worm got on the top side to even, you know, lock him up and not.
Yeah, like why he didn't kill him right there when he was in there. Like, that's what I'm saying. They didn't show none of that, so that's what kind of fucked me up with that cut. Mm-hmm. And then it was, you know, they took him there to, I guess, have his third or fourth trial. Right. And this time it's with, I guess, all the remaining strong people, houses. You know, they had Brienne there, Sansa, Bran, Arya, Sam, Edmure Tully, Yara. Yeah. Can't remember who else was there. Oh, Davos and fucking... a lot of people there, you know. That was all the main people left. They was there, and yeah, they're having a damn trial, and somehow it gets suggested that we should vote for the king, like who's gonna be the next king. Grey Worm, for whatever reason, agrees. Like, hey, go ahead and pick whoever your king is gonna be. And that's when Sam stands up, and you know he tries to introduce why do we only be the ones that vote? The king is the king of everybody. Why not let everybody vote? And they laughed his ass off the stage. He's just ahead of his time, my man said, no, maybe I'll go ask my horse who he thinks should be king. Get the fuck out of here, Sam. And then Sam still being the bitch that he is. He don't come back like, motherfucker, it makes sense or nothing. He just, okay. And he sits down.
That's it.
And then they're sitting there trying to deliberate who's going to be king. And that's when fucking Edmure stands up. We ain't seen his ass since like season 5. All of a sudden, he want to fucking think he going to be king. He get to listing his fucking accomplishments, which is what? You were held prisoner by Walter Frey, nigga. Like, you ain't done shit. Like, as far as the show is showed, you know what I mean? You're a nobody. He tried to take that throne. Sansa just looked at his ass like, uncle, his ass down. Or cousin, whatever the fuck he is. Sit your stupid ass down, man. You damn sure ain't gonna be no fucking king. That shit was definitely funny. The fact that he even thought he had a chance to do that was fucking crazy. But too funny. Whatever. And then... you know, Tyrion gets to talking again. He's like, we should make the person with the best story be king, and who has a better story than Bran? Kid who fucking broke his back and been north of the wall, fought the Night King, all that other shit. I honestly be like, what the fuck? Like, what made you think that would be the, you know what I mean, the choice for the king? Like, I mean, I could kind of see where he's coming from because he ain't got no kids, so we're going to have to vote eventually on who's going to be his successor and all that other shit. But
I think the bigger point.
But it's like, why fucking Bran? Like, and then you pick him. Not even that you picked. You picked him because you said he had the best story. Like, that's a crazy crazy reason to make somebody king.
I think he meant more by that was just because he can see in the past, man. He can kind of figure out everything he needs to know about anybody without anybody's help. So if you come trying to play him, you know what I mean? Y'all want this or that. He know if you fucked up or not. You can go back and look into your past. So why not make him the king? He's gonna be the smartest motherfucker out there. He know he know everything.
But this just leads into the theory of fucking Bran's the ultimate villain this whole time. You know what I mean? If you think about it, like he knew everything that was going to happen. He set everything up for him to be king.
Conspiracy theories.
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
if he knew it, they just think I don't know about that. It can go that way, and it can go the way that that's the way it was destined. And look, at the end of the day, he ain't do much physically.
He didn't have to though.
Persuade niggas.
He gave Arya the dagger. He knew that was going to kill the Night King. You know what I mean?
So let's say they went the other way. Let's just say the Night King killed him.
But this is what
win, baby.
It just feels like he said, because that's just like the line when he was like, "Why do you think I've came all this way?" Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like he's been behind the scenes making sure that he was gonna be king.
I don't think he's making sure. I think he had to do what he had to do. He didn't make sure the Night King came at this and that time. He didn't do that. He didn't control the Night King and them coming, or that little girl that put that thing in that guy's heart. He knew they was coming. But yet, there you go. And that's why he needs that. He knew they was coming. He knows destiny.
He knew the future. You know what I'm saying? So this is what I'm saying. Like, he made it to where he would be the king. You know what I mean?
He knew the future. He knew destiny.
He set all the wheels in motion to make it happen. If he didn't give Arya the dagger, he would have never got.
He saved humanity, not just himself, dog. Like, what do you mean? He knew how this could go and where everybody could live. That don't mean he tried to do it so he could be king. He saved your ass, my ass, because he gave Arya the dagger. That was the only one that's nice enough to get close to this dude. Selfish. Terrible, yo. How you think he going for the crowd? For the damn king, for the crowd. I'm just saying, he set it up. You talking about the handicapped man in the wheelchair, set it up.
Yeah.
You know what, man? Get out of here. He protected and got everybody saved. I think
he's the ultimate villain.
Only thing, my thing about that,
the way that you can take it.
Yes, you definitely can.
He's the ultimate villain in the show.
Only thing that I say about that in the movie, like, I get what they're doing with that, but I was like, he couldn't have maybe came up with a better way to kill the Night King before then. Remember we had that conversation in there?
Yeah.
It was like, if he knew already, why not? I think we said it when we was watching. If he knew how to, why didn't you do something earlier before all these other people had to die? We would still have some other people left.
This is the thing.
And that's why I'm telling you, he wasn't controlling it. He couldn't control anything.
Get killed that needed to get killed. Letting people do shit that they needed to do.
So destiny would ultimately come into play, dog. Like, things have to go a certain way for
so he would be king.
That's what you think. You think, and if you're not, why would you? Yeah, I guess. Why would you? No, hell no, man. He saved everybody.
But yeah, and then after they pretty much all vote for, well, I guess it's at the same time as they're all voting to say, yeah, Bran's gonna be king. Bran the Broken. You wouldn't be calling me Bran the Broken, nigga, and I'm the king. Bran's broken, nigga.
The first law that's gonna be passed.
The next motherfucker that says Bran the Broken is getting hung.
Get out of here.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, fuck that.
Yeah, that shit was definitely fucking crazy. But in between all that, that's when Sansa is on her, the North will never fucking bow again to anybody. Y'all do what y'all want. We're our own fucking country. You know what I mean? And I'm like, yo, what you mean you won't bow to nobody when that's your brother?
That's that power trip shit.
Yeah, that's Sansa on her shit. You know what I mean? But it's dope. You know what I mean? I definitely fuck with Sansa. And she definitely
is the new Cersei.
She's earned her right to be the queen of the North. Yeah, you know what I mean? She definitely.
I wish she just would have said that though. Like, that would have been dope. Well, no, because
I mean, she kind of did.
She kind of did. You know what I mean?
It's just like, yo,
married her brother. That shit
like,
come on, man. Like,
but I was like, damn, like,
and see, there you go again. Yep.
Like, she did it though. You know what I mean? It was dope. Like,
and if she was a little bit more emotional, she probably would have kept, no, you can't be the king. And that could have happened too. So don't go there. She could have shut it down.
Yeah. You know what I mean? I thought that she would be the vote. You know what I mean?
Me too.
They went with Bran.
No,
she just tripped me out with.
You know who it is? It's fucking Tyrion. He ultimately has his way. Like, this is. Yeah. He did it. Calls it out and then he's the one in handcuffs.
And then, word, he does all of this shit while he's handcuffed. Like, how you on trial and you get a
you get to pick the judge. Yeah, you get to pick the judge. Hey, Mike, yo, dog, trade places with the judge for me, man. I can't take it. Get up there, dog.
All right, that shit was crazy. Let me see. Then what happens? After they voted, Sansa does her shit, and then Tyrion's walking off, and Bran says, "Hey, you my hand, bruh." And my man said, "Nah, yo, I don't even deserve it. I don't want it." He was like, "I don't want to be king either." You know what I mean? But here we are. You know what I mean? And he told him, Grey Worm was like, "No, he needs to be punished for his crimes. He's done too much wrong." And then my man Bran was like, "You're right. And this is his punishment.
And he's going to spend the rest of his life
making up for it.
Yeah, making up for the wrong he's done. Fixing the wrong he's done."
So that was definitely dope. Yeah. Tyrion still gets to be hand. My man Ultimate come up.
Good.
Went from hand to prisoner to hand again.
Now, anybody, okay, is corrupting everybody to get his way.
Period.
It ain't Bran the Broken. If anybody is doing anything, it's Tyrion. That man somehow, just like you said, how the fuck did he even do that? That little nigga was deemed a midget the whole show. You know what I mean? Nobody fuck with you. You a bastard. And he got kicked out of, dipped out of whatever, and ended up becoming the hand to the
killed his father.
What?
Like,
Shit.
He's been hand 3 different times because he was hand when Tywin sent him early.
Yeah, early.
And then he got taken away, and then Danny made him hand, and now Bran made him hand. Like, that's crazy.
Now, he's the man behind the scenes. Fuck that, man.
And then it cuts to Jon in the damn cell, looking rough as shit. Like didn't even look like Jon Snow no more for real. And Tyrion's in there, and he lets him know that Grey Worm wasn't going to let him slide without no punishment, so they convinced Grey Worm to allow him to get banished to the Night's Watch. So he has to go back to where the fuck he came from.
He shows up.
Shit was definitely crazy. I feel like it was all a setup from all them the whole time, you know what I mean? Like, they knew there really is no need for a Night's Watch anymore, 1. 2, Grey Worm and fucking all his Unsullied and shit, they're all leaving to go to North. So, yeah, we gonna tell you, we sending them to the fucking, sending them to the wall as punishment, knowing that he'll be able to fucking dip or do whatever the fuck he wants to do. Because first off, Sansa's the queen in the fucking North. His brother is the fucking king of the 6 kingdoms now. So who the fuck is really gonna punish him? And Grey Worm just was like, I bet. He's cool. Yeah, I mean, let his ass go to the Night's Watch.
Unsullied.
You know what I mean? At that point, we're thinking he's banished there, and people are upset. People still think like he's stuck there, but whatever.
Look at the bigger picture.
Yeah.
His brother's the king.
Then they had the scene with Jon pretty much saying his goodbyes to Arya and Sansa and Bran. And Bran was just fucking cold-hearted as he always is. Motherfucker don't show no emotions. Him and Sansa shit was cool. But the Arya and him shit was dope. When Arya got to talking about he was like, you can always come visit me at the wall. And she was like, I can't. He's like, why not? Nobody ever dare tell you a woman can't come to the fucking Night's Watch. And she's like, nah, I'm leaving. I want to know what's west of Westeros. You know what I mean? The shit that she been talking about since whenever the fuck that is. And they said HBO already fucking announced that they're not doing a spinoff. Because that's what everybody was like. It's going to be Arya's the next joint where it's west of Westeros. You know what I mean? Figure out what the fuck. They've never said anything about what's over there.
But what's on the west of Westeros? Nothing. That's where I'm going.
Word.
Like that's
nowhere.
Word.
No one goes nowhere.
Word. She going to go figure out what's good over there. That would have been a dope spinoff, but I know why they ain't doing it. And then after that, you know, they get to send off. They all leave, and then it shows Tyrion in the little meeting room where all the council usually meets at, and he's rearranging the chairs or whatever the fuck he's doing, and then Bronn and all them, Bronn, Sam, the new fucking the new council, and fucking
fuck that whole shit up.
Yeah, Bronn ass in there arguing with fucking Sam about who's spending the money and all that other shit, and that's when they show the fucking the Book of Ice and Fire, which is what the book is that Game of Thrones is based off of. And he's talking about Tyrion's like, how bad did he shit on me during this fucking book? And my man Sam was like, he never even mentioned you. Like, that was the ultimate slap to Tyrion. Like, all he's ever wanted is his recognition. He didn't get the recognition for what he did at the Battle of Blackwater.
Nothing.
Like, all this shit. He'll never get his fucking just due. You know what I mean? And then they didn't even put him ass in the book. He's one of the main people that should have been in the book. That's fucking crazy. Did his ass dirty.
Got him.
And then after that, you know, they got a little comical scene with them all in there, and then cuts to Jon pulling up to the Night's Watch, and he sees his homeboy Tormund up in there.
Man, what up, Tormund?
Word, Tormund.
Big dog.
Oh, yeah. Man. my squad that I needed to live.
Yeah,
I still scared. Like, I feel like they're going to drop a sneak episode.
We were scared through the whole episode. Even after they killed Dany, man, you was like, yo, something's
something's definitely going to happen.
But they didn't.
And then it shows Jon pretty much leaving past the Night's Watch, going with all the wildlings, which to me symbolized he ain't coming back to the Night's Watch because they showed the door closing and he looked back at the door and smiled, and then they kind of pan the camera down and you see a fucking little blade of grass growing, I guess to symbolize the end of winter. You know what I mean? And summer is coming, or spring, whatever the fuck. She was definitely alright. I enjoyed the ending. I mean, like I said during the reaction, it's not the ending I wanted, but that doesn't mean that it's trash. You know what I mean?
It's never an ending that I want.
Yeah, they've never done anything in this show that I wanted, so why would I expect them to do it now? You know what I mean?
I'm good.
So it was a good show. We appreciate it. It was look. I was just happy because at least Game of Thrones finally let the good, kind of, sort of prevail. You know what I mean? Like,
even though it's still clouded in controversy.
But ultimately the good won this time. You didn't have no super backdoor crazy shit. You know. And so it was good. At least we didn't leave with the evil winning. Yeah,
and overall, is the whole series, the whole season, I would give it probably like if I was going on a grade to 10, I'd probably give it like a 7.5, maybe 8 out of 10. You know what I mean? I still think it's dope. You know what I mean? But if I had to rank it with all the other seasons, you know, it wouldn't be.
Oh, this season is ranking.
Yeah, just this. Oh yeah, this season.
I had to give him like a 7.5. I couldn't give him, and that's just because again the storyline was sped up. It was so many things that wasn't kind of explained. But by this time, it's the last season. If you're in a Game of Thrones fan, you just whatever, go watch it all over.
What would you give it? You said
like
damn
8.5.
8.5. Yeah, like I said, it was definitely good.
Not compared to those other episodes.
Yeah, but if you compare it to other seasons, you know.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? But overall, I enjoyed it. And the whole series, as I said in the last video, greatest show of all time. You know what I mean? Yeah, not even close in my book.
Yeah,
like, there's Game of Thrones here, and then number 2 starts all the way down here somewhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's Breaking Bad to me. Y'all can let us know in the comment section, what are your top 5 shows of all time? You know what I mean? That should be a nice little conversation to have in there. See who has what shows ranked where. Sad that the show's over.
Sad.
But at the same time, I'm also happy because I was tired of seeing all the fucking...
The hate.
Yeah, all the hate. Like, that shit be pissing me off. Like,
comedy.
People hating on the fucking show and shit. Like, that shit really gets to it gets me heated. It's like, I made the show or something. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a writer on the show or something. When niggas criticizing, I'm like, yo. Because the show used to never get, criticism like that. And it just seems like the last 2 seasons, it's just been a whole bunch of motherfuckers just hating just to hate. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's so cool to do and shit. Like, yo, let's bash Game of Thrones, da-da-da. And I understand you didn't get it to go the way you wanted to go, but that don't mean that it's fucking whack. You know what I mean?
That's your opinion. You got the right to have your opinion. I can care less what you think, to be honest. But, you know what I mean? Everybody got to have their opinion.
Okay.
So I don't let it affect me personally. None of that shit. Yeah. I understand what people saying, and they a little bit more upset than I am. You know what I mean? But, yeah, we don't like negativity anyway, man. Yeah. Fuck all that.
Yeah, we're gonna go.
Great fucking show.
Yeah, definitely a great show.
Good shit.
You do better, motherfucker.
Word.
All that shit. One of y'all put one out better.
Word. Put something out better, and then we can talk.
Right.
But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and check on out. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you click the thumbs up. Also, make sure to share and subscribe. And let us know in the comment section how you felt about this season, how you feel about the show overall. Give us your top 5 favorite shows of all time. And we gonna catch y'all later. Should have some new shows coming out pretty soon. And like I said, we enjoy interacting with y'all. Appreciate all the support and love.
Sword on sword action.
And we'll catch y'all later. Gone.
Peace.